Hey guys, Matt from Total MTG here and welcome to Deck Tech Tuesday. So what have I got for you this week? It is a deck that's coming in at just $39 and around 6 tickets on MTGO. So a bit of a budget brew. What I will do though is leave a sort of non-budget brew in the description. So if you want to see that, obviously of the same deck but just changing a few cards, make sure you check out the description as well. But without further ado, here is Blue-Red Drake Haven. Let's have a look what's in the deck. So guys, let's start looking at the deck and the creatures that we run. There's just 9 creatures in total. Starting off with a 4 of Enigma Drake. The star 4, that's the power. The power will be equal to the number of instant sorcery cards in our graveyard. And we have quite a few of them in our deck. This is like a sort of separate win con. I do like it because it's a Drake as well and sort of on theme with the Drake Haven because we want to make lots of Drakes. For 1 blue and a red, this can be anything, this creature. Really nice, and important the 4th toughness as well, as you know, is really good for our deck as well, because we do run Sweltering Suns. We got a 3 of Curator of Mysteries. It can be cycle if need be. If not, it's just a 4/4 flyer, which is very, very good. And also has, when you cycle or discard a card, scry 1. Now this can help us dig for whatever we want, but if we do need to, we can just cycle the 1. But to me, it's a great body, and it works on theme with this deck as well. The last creature is a 2 of, it's Bedlam Reveler. 6 double red, 3/4. This can be cheaper to play though, with the amount of instants and sorcery cards. You just cost 1 less with what are in the graveyard, and we have a lot of ways of doing this with cycling, playing them as well. This can be coming down for just literally the double red. And of course it has prowess. Also what's great with the Bedlam Reveler is when it enters the battlefield, you discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. So we get a trigger possibly with Drake Haven as well, because we're discarding cards. And then we get to draw 3 new cards as well. So we take a look at the spells now. The spells are all important to this deck. There's 27 of them in total. And obviously based around Drake Haven, which we run a 4 of. The 2 blue enchantment, whenever you cycle or discard a card, you may pay 1 and create a 2/2 blue Drake creature token with flying. Now in practice, I had to get to the 3rd game without doing this. There was a lot of enchantment hate in the opening 60 card decks of cards I was playing. But once this took off, Drake Haven was, well, basically just won the game. We have 2 Lightning Axe. The additional cast, you may discard a card, which is what we like to do obviously with Drake Haven. If not, you have to pay 5. But it does 5 damage to target creature and will kill a lot of creatures out there. We run that as a 2 of. 3 Sweltering Suns, deals 3 damage to each creature. All importantly, apart from obviously the Drakes, our actual creatures that we have in the deck are all toughness 4. So this will always miss our creatures. You don't sort of want to play it when you've got a lot of Drakes out. That's just a bit of common sense. And it does also have cycling 3, which triggers with the Drake Haven as well. So good card, Sweltering Suns. We're going to run that as a 3 of. And it's one of the most expensive cards in the deck. This makes up $15 of the 39, so it's nearly half of it. But yeah, very good card, and I felt like it had to be in the deck. We go to some of the card draw we have. Cathartic Reunion, a 4 of. Additional cost to cast it, discard 2 cards. You can see the theme of the deck. Drake Haven triggers, draw 3 cards with the Cathartic Reunion. A 4 of Tormenting Voice as well. You have to discard a card to draw 2 for 1 and a red. Really good. Feeds up the Enigma Drake. Makes Bedlam Reveler cheaper as well if we're not going down the Drake Haven route. This is really, really good for us. And also we run 4 Hieroglyphic Illuminations. Has cycling for just 1 blue, if not 3 and a blue to make you draw 2 cards. All these are obviously all triggers as well with Bedlam Reveler for the prowess, which is really going to make that bigger and bigger and get in for more attacks. But it just makes that Enigma Drake, the flying is so good in this deck. For some reason, you know, I've seen people that just have struggled dealing with the flyers. We've been doing this, just going over the top. They've been more worried about the Drake Havens. And then Enigma Drake has just been played and basically just 1 attack for the win. Other cards we run is a 4 of Censor. The counter target spell. Really nice, you know, unless they pay 1. If not, we can just cycle it for 1 mana. Gets it in the graveyard quick. And we also run a couple of Negate. Counter target non-creature spell. 2 in the main board. There to counter any planeswalkers you want to counter. Or anything like that. Anything that's a bit awkward to us. They're trying to kill our creatures. They're trying to kill our Drake Haven, a couple of them Negates there just to help us along the way. Now the land base is pretty simple in this budget version. It's 10 islands, 10 mountains and 4 Highland Lakes. Now that is, you know, the very, very budget land. Like I say, if you want to see the slightly higher version, and it is slight, it's not slightly, it's quite a bit higher, because I'm adding Torrential Gearhulks in there. A play set of them like $100. That makes such a difference to the cost of the deck. But this budget version does work. I've tried it, we played it on stream, it really does work. So let's take a look at the sideboard now. We have 1 extra Lightning Axe in there, and we have 4 Magma Sprays, the card that X's 2 damage and exiles target creature. Very good coming in from the sideboard, that. We also have a couple of Ceremonious Rejection. There's a lot of artifacts down there. There's a lot of Marvel, we know that, but not so popular at the moment. There is a Dispel in there and 3 Essence Scatters. Counter target creature spell. You know, we can turn more into a controlling package if we need to in the sideboard. And we also run 4 Stormchaser Mage. Just coming in, bringing this in to have extra flyers along with Enigma Drake. It does seem to work very well. Then it gives us more prowess creatures and turn into a little bit of aggro. We can turn control aggro. We can flip around with this deck and make them keep thinking. That is the plan of the deck. They will be thinking, oh, bring in all the enchantment hate for Drake Haver. You might even just want to take it out. Bring in the Stormchaser Mages and just go that route. It will be entirely up to you. See what your meta's like. Like I say, the sideboard is always up for debate. This is just the sideboard that I put together for playing on MTGO. It was working for me in practice. But any ideas, make sure you always leave them in the comment section. I will always meet you there and have a chat about the deck. Anything you think would be good for it, bad for it, just always let me know. You know, no deck is ever perfect. That's what I always say. So guys, that was this week's Deck Tech for Deck Tech Tuesday. It is the $39 blue-red Drake Haven deck that has a little bit of something extra just to throw our opponents off. I really do hope you like this deck. Let me know in the comments, and if you give it a thumbs up, that always helps the channel. And if you're new to us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We do 3 videos a week minimum here on Total MTG. Lots of fun to be had. We cover a lot of the formats. We do deck techs on Tuesdays. We do F&M gameplay on Friday. And Saturday I dedicate a video to Commander. Everyone's, well, a lot of people's favourite format, shall we say. Anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching this week. You lot take care, and I'll see you soon.